Now, for the longest time, a lot of you guys have been asking me what are my thoughts of the 160 gate. So I guess finally it's time to have a video to talk about this, and hopefully with this I can help you guys to prepare about what's to come if you have yet to reach level 160. Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here. Welcome back to another Nikke Goddess of Victory video. Now, if you guys are not aware, something that I've been asked a lot to talk about is regarding the 160 gate. So recently, if you guys are not aware, I was just able to upgrade all my Nikkes past 141. Now, from 140 to 141, you're gonna need approximately 35,000 core dust. Now that is something that is not, this is not something new. A lot of players have seen this coming, right? From 140 to 141. So you can see 7,000 core dust per character. So you're gonna need to do this for 5 characters because you're gonna put them in the Synchro device, right? So the battle data, sure, that one you should be able to do. But as of now, right now I'm entering the 140 gate, which is just core dust, alright? Simple enough to solve. Just farm a bunch of core dust and you'll be fine. But the next gate that most players are gonna go through is the 160 gate. Now let's talk about the 160 gate in particular. Now I hope that this video can help you guys prepare on what's ahead. If you guys are not yet 160, hopefully this is going to be something that you guys can look forward past 160. Now if you guys are not aware, right now the common strategy is to build your SR characters. SR units, for example, Rapi right here. You can see she's an SR. So why SR characters? Because SR characters is easier to get dupes. So why do you need dupes? So limit break is something that you need to be able to push them past a certain level. So SR without any limit break, max they can reach is level 80, I believe, and then 1 limit break is 120, and then 2 limit break is 160. So therefore you can see my Rapi right here, it's being blocked by the face cam. So this is 141 out of 160. So once you reach 160, that's the max. You cannot progress any further. Now the strategy right now for majority of the players is, of course, to take advantage of this to put SR characters in your Synchro device. Now what do I mean by that? Let's go to the outpost. Let's go to the Synchro device right here and you will see what I'm talking about. This is what all of you should be doing. So you put your SR in the top 5 slots. Therefore, all the remaining units down here will follow the lowest level, in this case of the unit in the Synchro device. So this is the best way to level up your unit. But like I mentioned, 160 is the max for the SR characters. So once you do this, you will be able to do this up to 160. So once you reach 160, so that's where it gets a little bit tricky. So what is the advice here? What's the general consensus? Because now how do you get your level higher, right? Everyone here is going to start at 160. They will not be able to progress. So that's when SSR dupes come in. Now, if you guys haven't noticed yet, SSR can be limit broken 3 times, not 2 times. So SR, for example, like Neve right here, you can see the star, 2 stars, right? Again, let me turn off the face cam so you guys can see 2 star. So 2 star means 160. But if you have an SSR, for example, like my Diesel right here, bam. So SSR can be limit broken 3 times, therefore pushing them to level 200 max. So the idea here is to get 5 SSR with 3 limit break. So that means you need a lot of dupes, right? So you need a total of 5 times 3, 15 dupes in total to make sure that you are able to uncap, to be able to get past the 160 gate. So hopefully progressing to 161, 162, 163, etc, right? So that's the whole objective. So the idea here is you gotta start right now to make sure to take advantage of a few things. How do you do this, right? How do you do this per se? What is the best advice to move forward? Now, number 1 is saving all your gems for a particular banner. Now, your gems is your main source of income to be able to pull multiple characters, and ideally, the general consensus is you want to pull the same banner to get dupes. Which is what the advice generally is. Like, I know it's a bit difficult. Like right now, most people like to pull for a single copy. Like for me, that's what I did. Alright, early on, when Helm banner first came, I pulled for her. I pulled 1 copy of her, and then Laplace came afterwards. After Helm, we get Laplace. So Laplace was there a couple of weeks ago. Then I put one copy of her and then move on into, Christmas Rupee. And currently, right now, Christmas Rupee alongside with Miracle, Fairy, and their banner is here. So I guess that was my mistake. Like, I shouldn't have just put one copy of each. Instead, I guess if you are trying to get past the 160 gate, it's better to focus on one banner, save as much gems as you can, get at least 4 copies of the character, because you need one character and then you need 3 more dupes, so therefore you will be able to, go past the 160. So you only need to do this for 5 characters. It's going to be harder early on, but once you get 5 characters that have 3 dupes, your process is going to get a lot more easier. So definitely I can see why a lot of players are a little bit flustered or a little bit frustrated that this is going to be the place that they will get stuck in a while. So one more thing is also this particular thing called the standard recruit, right? So if you guys are not aware, now the standard recruit right here, if you guys are not aware, you have the ability to do this thing called the wishlist. Now I will talk more about the wishlist in a separate video, but this allows you to configure units based upon something that you already own, right? So therefore, having a chance to get a higher chance to get dupes. So let's give you guys an example, right? For example, you can see I don't have Emma. If I put her right here in the wishlist, so I'll have a chance to get her. But is that what you want? Like, do you want a new character, or do you want to be able to progress past the 160 gate faster, right? So that's something that you have to ask yourself. Definitely, a lot of us have lots of characters. For example, I can set a Privity, which all of us have, right? Privity, Helm, Signal, Poly, Diesel I already have. So I can easily do something like this. These are all the characters that I already have. Instead of focusing on characters that I don't own, I should be focusing on characters that I own. So this is going to help get you past the 160 gate faster. Now, again, it really depends on what's your priority. Like, there's no right or wrong way, right? So the advice generally here is if you don't want to get stuck at the 160 gate, which will be depending on where you guys are at, right? For me, I'm still at 140, so it will still take me quite a while. I do think, as of now, based on my progress, I do think that it's not going to be an issue for me, because I already got 2 characters that are maxed at 3 limit break, which is Diesel and also Novel. I'm not sure to consider that unlucky or lucky, because hey, the game decides to give me a bunch of those dupes, right? So you can see, obviously, if you already have those characters, you want to put them there. You can see my Novel is here, right? So I need to swap one of these characters out with my Diesel, which is what I'm going to do after this. That's why I haven't powered up my Belota yet. So that is the general consensus of how you want to get past the 160 gate. But ideally, I figured I would just talk a bit about this. Is this going to be a big issue for most players? I think by the time you reach 160, you are most likely going to have lots of dupes. Again, you can try to follow any of this advice that I give you to prepare in advance. Maybe I'm just speaking from my own account. Like right now, I already got 2 characters that are at max limit breaking, so I just need to work on 3 more. So maybe I'm not too concerned because of that. But hey, let me know what you guys' experience are in the comment section below. How many characters do you guys have at 3 dupes, limit broken, and are you guys worried about the 160 gate, or do you guys think this is something that's like overblown that a lot of people are making a big fuss about and they haven't reached there yet? Is this something that you guys think that won't be that big of an issue for the majority of the players? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm curious to hear from all of you. As always, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.